Denise Dennis Denice, aka Denny in Virginia, aka the Doors professional and professional voice actor, aka Abundanicia, multi-billionaire extraordinaire, and today we're going live. So basically today I wanted to talk about what I feel like is happening in life right now. I'm feeling like there is just a major life shift happening right now. I can't go into specifics, but future me will know what I'm talking about because I'll write it in my journal. I've written it in my journal, so I know exactly what happened, but it was definitely a life-altering perspective, life-altering event, and ultimately, it will be for my good. Ultimately. It's just, I know given the facts of the situation, it doesn't seem like it, but ultimately, I know that it will be for my good. But yeah, I am expecting a major life shift. Major life change. And it's partly dependent upon me, partly dependent upon where God wants me right now, partly dependent upon it's mainly dependent upon if I'm willing to like fully release everything to him, but also work in line, in step with his direction, and just gain better discernment before things happen. And for the rest of this year, which is not much time at all, definitely lots and lots of stuff to work on, to think about, to reflect on, to grow through, to go through, and to prosper through. So this year was the first year that I actively remember hearing about Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego over and over and over again. Before this year, I know for a fact there were sermons preached about these three in the book of Daniel. I know for a fact I've heard sermons about them, but apparently I've been a closeted Christian, as in like I'm not really like in it, or I wasn't in it rather. I was just kind of like pretending to be it, right? But now that I'm actively pursuing my relationship with God, my relationship with Jesus, this year, a common theme that many sermons that I've listened to, including those of my own church, has been around the story of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. And I'm just like, it's just kind of weird that I've never heard it before, or realized that I was hearing it before, because I'm certain they've been preaching about this for many years. But for some reason this year, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, 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 all year has been popping up in different sermons from different sources, from different people, from different conversations I've been hearing, from different videos, from different everything. I just heard about it again and again and again and again and again, and then I finally read it with my own two eyeballs in the Bible, because I'm going through the entire Bible this year. And for the first time, I actually read the story instead of just hearing it. And so I think that's why I'm remembering that a lot of people are talking about it more, because I actually got to read the story myself in the Bible, in the Word, in the truth. And so I feel like this has been my Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego year, in which I have been just solidly inflamed. I feel like I have been point after point after point after point. I feel like I have just been tossed into flames, and it's like I feel like I've been pushed into a series of flames. So it's like it started off as like a candle wick, and then like we got to 100-year-old's birthday cake with 100 lit candles, and then we got to a forest fire, and now we are in the fiery furnace, in which they made it 7 times hotter than normal fire. And yeah, that's how this entire year has gone, where it's just been like I feel like I've been thrown in progressively more out of control, hotter fires, with every major life event that happens, with every new breaking point that I'm thrown in, with every new like wrecking ball that it seems like in my life. I just feel like I just keep getting thrown in the fire. And the past couple days have just been like the pinnacle of all of that. And so that is why I know that if I made it through this, I'm gonna make it through this year, and nobody is gonna know the extremities of what happened this year, because I'm making it through this year with a smile on my face. I'm making it through this year with his grace, with his glory. I'm making it through this year filled with praise. I'm making it through this year giving God all the glory, because nobody's gonna really know the depths of what happened this year by looking at me on the outside. They're not gonna smell the smoke. They're not gonna smell the burnings of my clothing, because I'm leaving this year with a smile on my face. I'm leaving this year in prosperity. I'm leaving this year knowing full well that I have fully surrendered to God. That is how I am leaving this year. I will certainly not be leaving this year as the same Denise that I was last year. I will certainly not be leaving this year as the same Denise that I was on January 1st of 2024. I will be going into 2025 as a completely different person, just because I know what has been happening in my life. I know the direction that he has been leading me. And I know that I need to be completely and utterly fully surrendered and tapped into him for the remainder of this year, in order to come out of this year the version of myself that I know I am meant to be in this season. And this season has been testing me and testing me and testing me. And so I have full faith that I'm going to come out of this season a much better person, much more tapped into the word, much more tapped into him, much more honed in with my own discernment about things that are going on around me. And so that I know when something's about to pop off before anything happens. I know I can recognize somebody's character before I really get to talk to them, before I really get to know them, before I give them my trust. I have the discernment to know exactly what is going on around me, who is on my side, who was sent to me by him, and who was sent to me by the other one, lowercase him, as a distraction, who has been sent in my life to extract information from me, who has been sent to my life to ask me a bunch of questions in order to extract information and to operate as someone who is giving all my information to the enemy. Because I have been, every time I'm on the great path, every time I'm on the God path, every time I'm like, I'm actually doing what God told me to do, yes, and I'm feeling great, that's when boom, some major hurdle, some major test, something comes and knocks me down. Now I know for a fact some of them were from him. I know for a fact some of them were from him. I also know for a fact some of them were from him. I still am yet to have the discernment to know which one is from him and which one was from him. Before the fact, in post, I'm learning to tell the difference in post. And I'm working on transitioning to gaining that discernment before something happens, before someone comes into my life, before I let somebody in, before I give out information about a certain situation. And so I am living and learning. I am the living example of what it is like to live and learn. I've also learned that I can't tell my dreams to other people. I can't tell the vision that I believe God has given me to other people. I can't really, there's no one really that I can fully tell in great detail what I believe, and am open to receive in my life, because given the facts of my life right now, I know everyone else thinks it's a joke. Everyone else doesn't take me seriously. Nobody really takes me seriously as a person, and I fully understand. On the outside, I would not take me seriously. I would not believe me. I would not believe me for a second. Today, definitely, I was told that you can have all the faith you want, but faith without works is dead, essentially, meaning that I know, for me, I interpret it as, so I hear what you want to do, however, you're a lazy sack of crap. That's kind of what I heard. That's not what they said. That's not what they said. That's just kind of what I heard, is that I hear what you want to do, but I don't believe that you can do that because you're a lazy sack of crap, and I haven't seen you do anything in line with that at all. You haven't done any work. In order to get anything in life, you have to do some work. And I haven't seen you do any work. This is that person talking to me. Like I said, that's not exactly what they said. That's just like what I was hearing in my mind. And I definitely still haven't killed my flesh enough to not feel some type of way when people say that about my vision, my dreams, my goals. Because on the outside, yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, it doesn't make it any sense at all. Yeah, I look like a slob. I have acted like a slob over this past year, which is why I'm in this state. However, I don't just believe. I can't unsee at this point. I can't unsee. And it's like God gave me the desires of my heart. And so I can't erase it. I can't eradicate it. Otherwise, I kill the dream that he gave me. Otherwise, I kill the vision that he's given me. And I go back. I crawl back. And I return to the vomit that I was before. And I just can't do that. And so that is my live for today. My update is that I will not be going live tomorrow, 12/20/2024. It is not because I'm intentionally forgetting. I just plan to it is a planned day that I'm planning to skip. I know I said I wanted to do live every day for the rest of the year. However, this is not going to post until tomorrow anyway, because my lives on YouTube are really wonky and they don't post the day they're supposed to post. However, it's going to seem like I skipped a day because I am skipping one day. I'm skipping tomorrow because I'm getting locked in. So tomorrow I will not be going live. Tomorrow I probably will not be posting any videos. I have less than 2 hours to post everything I need to post on my other social media. And yeah, so just don't be surprised that I don't go live. It's because I'm just skipping tomorrow, but I'll be back the following day. I have full intentions of being back the following day. Or maybe even like after midnight, but just not within this 24-hour period. I won't be posting anything. But it's time to get some work done. It's time to lock in, because yeah, life's not waiting for me at this point. It's not waiting for me to catch up. It's not waiting for me to mature. And so I don't really have much of a choice. I put myself in this situation, and so now I just have to lean on him. And that's literally the only way that I can see out, is if I lean fully 100% on him and go boldly before him and ask him, like, what am I supposed to do right now? Where's my life going right now? What season am I in right now? Why is this happening? I mean, like, why is this happening isn't even really a great question to ask, because ultimately his will is being done in my life, and I know that it's all working for my good. But yeah, that is my update for today, is that major life shift. I will not be going live tomorrow. And lastly, update about the nice 1K challenge is that I have been failing miserably. I failed today, failed even worse because I've gone down 2 subscribers now on this channel. But it's okay. This might go down to 0. Who knows? I don't know. But at the end of the day, this channel has gone down. I think my other channel went down 1, and I've gained no money. There was only one day where I gained a unexpected $10. Just out of nowhere. I got a job from a friend. I gained $10 that day. That is the only day that I have gained $10. But I still have faith. I still have faith that I will be able to gain both 1,000 followers and an additional at least $1,000 in one singular day before the end of this year. Not before the end of this year, by Christmas Eve. By Christmas Eve, y'all. By Christmas Eve. That's all I have to say. I hope you have a blessed day. Until next time, all I have to say is goodbye.